Hey guys, crew of Blind Wave. I'm Eric.
Rick. I'm Calvin.
I'm Aaron.
We're back with XMen. Last time on, Xavier's in space getting laid.
Not getting laid.
Oh.
Separating and heading back to Earth.
Yep.
Well, the exact opposite of what I said.
But there's Earth ladies waiting for him.
Including Storm, repowered.
Indeed.
Repowered, new suit, new hair.
But meanwhile, there was a lot of really bad stuff that happened over in the...
Let's not worry about that right now.
Let's keep that
Positive
down.
thoughts.
Let's be
yeah.
positive here.
Yeah.
But everyone died.
You bummer.
Ugh.
Remy Lebeau would be the first to remind you that life, like the cards, is wild.
Yet he moved through his life as a force who believed that.
I think he was bluffing. How could Remy, so tuned to potential, fail to see how his sins had made him into a hero?
Grief's a lonely war. Rogue's gotta figure it out on her own.
Logan, you were spared witnessing that which Rogue and I saw in Genosha. What she battles is not mere grief. And our dear Jubilee is wise to be afraid.
Man, if Wolverine had been there,
I know.
right? Like, what would like he's indestructible and stuff, you know?
This is a top secret United States facility. You are trespassing. Cease and...
Jeez.
Right?
Is this where, like, Gyra is?
Oh, right.
Hey, man, she looks so mad.
Oh, my gosh.
What do we do, sir?
Ross.
Yeah.
Need I remind you that we're standing in the same place built to hold the Hulk? Our intruder is an unhinged mutant from the swamp. She ain't no...
She ain't no Hulk.
You were saying?
Thought your kind were the good guys.
You killed those, Sugar. Now, you get me.
That was so good. That was so badass.
Right now, we have to be strong. For the team. For every mutant still out there who's watching these images. They need hope.
It's what the professor would do.
And let's go remind the world that times like these are when dreaming matters most.
Look for the helpers. You will always find people who are helping. The ever-affable Mr. Rogers.
Oh, this place. I'm so sorry.
I'm heartened to know that it is you who will bear witness to what happened in Genosha. The death of a dream.
Walk with me. Would you like that?
Please.
I was curious when I saw the bike.
Rogue.
Oh my
Damn.
gosh.
Please.
Where's Henry Gyrick? Skip the hogwash and tell me what America's top cop is doing all the way out here.
Mr. Rogers.
This uniform shows up in Mexico bashing heads in with you. It sends a message.
Damn right that you stand with mutants. Unless you don't now.
Gotta do this by the book, Rogue. Right now, my hands are tied.
Well, if your hands are tied, you won't be needing this.
Can't take off this shit. Well, dang.
So petty.
Yeah. She knew what she was doing.
I gotta go look for that damn thing.
Start
dropping up,
kid. War's coming.
Now this can't be right.
Angsty.
This ain't no jail. This is a damn resort.
Something about this place bugs me. Oh! Dude, this is where he's imprisoned?
Yeah.
Quote unquote.
Tell Summers his wife's cute psychic probes won't work this time. Not against this. Not against him.
Honey, this ain't that sort of probe. Quit fighting me!
Oh, well, she can get memories and stuff,
Well,
right?
yeah.
She got the doctor's skills. She might kill him.
Scott, someone up ahead. A telepath.
Madeline.
Could be.
Or Xavier.
I think so.
Makes sense she would survive.
Yeah.
Diamond transmutation has never been one of Emma's abilities. Perhaps a dormant mutation triggered by duress?
I've always done well. Under pressure.
Ha ha ha.
All X-Men to the Blackbird immediately. It's Trask.
Why would we possibly believe a murdering maniac like you, Trask?
Come to the UN Peace Legion in Madripoor. I'll clear the building. Note this. The lobby vending machine is never out of diet. Come see the horrifying face of your future.
It's never out of diet, Eric.
Hey,
What's going on?
you got
Parents
this,
are
okay? We go in, charm with small talk, and...
I'm a mutant.
Is that how you opened it?
or that.
I want her to say I know.
This is such a relief.
It is?
Baby, 4 of our homes have caught fire mysteriously since you turned 16. And do you truly think your father and I believe a band of Somali pirates hijacked your yacht?
We thought you were an arsonist.
Your father and I agreed. It was your secret to tell. A mother knows, Roberto. Now the trick will be making sure we keep this all private.
Wait, what now?
What do you mean, keep it private?
Honey, shareholders are rattled by anything mutant related, especially after this awfulness in Genosha. They can't know we have a mutant in the family. So, we'll have to discuss some new rules concerning your associations and how to be more discreet. Spritzers?
It's almost worse.
Dang, I was so happy for a second.
Yeah.
You sure pulled the short straw in the adopted sister department, didn't you? Got the gal who goes bonkers over losing a boy.
And her confusion is only natural. But she did not cause Gambit or Magneto to be killed. She helped them live.
Bravo. Just as you dreamt it.
Yet you nearly ruined my surprise.
Oh, he killed Gyrick.
Praise be, they're never out of diet.
Bingo.
Uber secret break room behind a busted vending machine. A game, bad guy. A game.
He's gonna drink that anyway, huh?
Wolverine's face is so funny.
Just go down the elevator with him, slurp.
Oh my gosh.
Maybe we ask poor man's Oppenheimer before he...
I made the Sentinels to protect normal people. Now I am become death.
Wait.
What about Mr. Sinister?
That madman is one of the most brilliant engineers in history. He said my designs were cute.
He's building a new type of Sentinel.
Worse than what we saw in Genosha.
Worse.
What else can you tell us? Anything helps.
I'm sorry. I have nothing.
Same, sugar.
Damn.
Vogue, what have you done?
What we all wanted to do.
Logan, is this who we are now?
That maniac killed Remy and thousands of people on Genosha. That rotten piece of scum put a good man, my man.
Terminate.
Oh.
What was that?
Roxxon.
Oh, fuck.
That's the same thing that,
What in the name of all heaven?
Trask has mutated into some sort of
Human sentinel. Okay.
Whoa.
Terminate mutants.
Summers! Fiend, you get the building. I'll get the debris.
Man, she's doing so much.
Mm-hmm. We'll throw it into the bay. Hopefully there's no one in there.
I can still sense Trask's mind inside.
He put Rogue down with one hit. We can't pull our punches. X-Men, take him down.
Oh, Quicksilver!
Whoa.
He turned to Quicksilver!
Nice.
Oh. Neutralize.
Come on, Logan.
Rocket punches.
Rocket punches. You're doing the turn.
Where's Storm when you need her?
Yeah, I know. Maybe she's on her way. It's already raining. Look, this is cool.
This is cool.
Mutant neutralize.
Dang.
Stay down!
Jesus,
Big blast there. Uh-oh.
How does it feel to be abandoned by the future?
Is that EMP?
Speaking of future.
Yeah.
Hey, Dad.
Electromagnetic cluster grenades are the quickest way to take these suckers down.
Cable? What the hell are you doing here?
No. All along. It can't be.
Get out of my brain. You're not her.
Oh my god. Nathan.
Let's skip the reunion, Dad. Trask got it wrong.
Like Colonel Campbell. Does he sound like Colonel Campbell?
He does sound like him.
You're impressed.
Impressed by your masterpiece tipping our hand to the X-Men? How does this help you deliver the prize you promised me?
Trask was a rough draft. Oh, Sinister. You and the villains of old have been failing since '92 to squash these pests. What you would do is my roadmap for what not to do. Here, the next bit's a pill for your answer. My techs repaired a damaged alien satellite the X-Men used to chat with their allies, the Shi'ar.
Is to be married, and our empire shall welcome a new emperor, Professor Charles.
Oh no, they know?
Damn.
Our merry band of muties have been selling the world a very big lie. And so have I.
Alive!
Simply listen and obey. See, you were born for this.
Huh. Well, damn. I'm not entirely sure who that guy is.
Nope. Me either. There's been a lot of people that I'm like, oh, I recognize him. I recognize
Yeah.
him. I'm like,
Sure.
I don't know who this is. It's not even a thing where it's like, I don't remember their name, but I remember them or their power.
Yeah.
Like, it's not even that. Sometimes,
Yeah.
sometimes it's like, oh, I remember seeing that guy before, but
They said you were one of those people, so I just had to try to go back and
Like someone from the
see it
original series?
maybe. I just want to make sure that's not the case. But I don't personally recognize. I can't recognize everybody. I don't know. You remember at all? No. Okay. I like his voice. He kind of reminds me of Hemlock's voice in Bad Batch.
I don't know. I was thinking it was the same actor.
Yeah, I don't know.
I was trying to remember his name. But yeah, he has a very, very similar feel to his voice acting.
Dude, Rogue this episode.
Yeah.
She
something.
Went a little Wanda.
Mm-hmm.
Just all that anger and everything.
I was surprised that I know for like
sugar.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's so cold.
For the story, like Gyrick had to fall and become the human sentinel, but like why didn't Nightcrawler just teleport and save him?
Sure, I get you. They were kind of like back there. I guess they were just so shocked that Rogue did it.
Sure.
You know, I guess
Maybe
they were
she
just
thought
shocked into
they
inaction.
thought she was pulling a Batman and she was gonna like save him at the last second.
Yeah.
You know.
Did not.
No.
Just dropped.
Nothing he needed. Turns out.
Well, yeah, but then he turned into the. If he wouldn't have died, maybe he wouldn't have turned into a Prime Sentinel thing.
Maybe he was the Prime Sentinel all along.
But also, maybe you don't want to like take him back home, and then then he turns into it too. You know, I don't know.
Yeah.
Wait, Captain America in this episode.
Yeah,
He did.
And the mention of Hulk and Ross
And my team. Right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Which is cool.
It'd be cool to get like an Avengers versus X-Men.
I don't know if there was much like crossover stuff or anything with X-Men in the series itself of having other heroes show up, but I know like the Spider-Man animated series would have that, and X-Men also crossed over into that too.
Yeah.
But he had like Captain America showed up before, or you know, I mean, you of course had like all the Spider-Man characters like the main villains or Morbius or that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Morbius? Yeah, Morbius. I'm trying to think of what the guy from Loki is. Because now, like,
Mobius,
I didn't know him before.
Yeah.
Am I saying the right one?
Agent Mobius.
Yeah.
She
I
just
didn't know.
threw his shield into the mountains.
Yeah.
I hope he has a tracker on that. You know?
I hope he doesn't. It'd be
You
funny.
think you would?
Yeah.
Yeah, just like a little one down on the back of it or
If
something.
nothing else, there's like vibranium scanners that exist, right?
I suppose, yeah.
Sure.
No, when I saw the motorcycle, did you guys also like, man, that's like an old World War II looking kind of
I
motorcycle or
was
something.
I was like, that looks like Cap's motorcycle. But then it was like an old cabin, and I thought it might just be someone from X-Men that I wasn't really familiar with.
I thought Ava from Metal Gear Solid 3 was there.
Yeah. I mean, that's
Interesting pull.
That's similar-ish.
I was still thinking of the Mr. Rogers quote that Beast said, just how much I loved it. I wasn't even thinking about the Mr. Rogers that was about to show up.
Yeah.
Appreciate that the show attributes their quotes.
Yeah, me too.
Instead of trying to pawn it off as their own.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, there was a quote where they said, "Now I am become death." And I was like, is that one of the game translation errors, or what's that from?
That's Oppenheimer.
That's Oppenheimer?
Well,
I am become
that's
death?
from the Bhagavad Gita.
Yeah.
I am become death, the destroyer of worlds. Oppenheimer quotes it
Gotcha.
later.
Okay,
once
that
he
makes more
realizes,
sense.
you know,
What he has
I've
done.
actually
And
done.
previously they called him like Little Oppenheimer.
Dime Store Oppenheimer,
Yeah,
whatever.
Whatever. Poor man's Oppenheimer
Poor
or
man's,
something like that, yeah. Okay, I was wondering what that was from. I was trying to think. My thought went to like
all your bases belong to us.
like things like that, where they've done those kind of things, and I'm like,
become death.
Magneto.
I get what you mean.
Magneto
Okay,
had a
yeah.
weird line in one of the X-Men games, and I can't remember what that was.
Man.
Welcome
I
to
quoted-
your doom or something, but it was weird, right?
Yeah. I quote it all the time.
Yeah. So I was like, wait, that sounded. It was just the way he delivered. I'm like, that sounds weird. The way he said it. I'm like,
Welcome to your doom sounds right, but it also...
that sounds right.
It sounds right.
Yeah.
Welcome to die.
Welcome to die. Okay.
Yeah. Welcome
I think
to
it was.
die.
Welcome
I think
to
maybe
die.
they corrected it. It was supposed to be something like "Welcome to your doom," and then it was
Okay.
translated to "Welcome to die."
Then they got sued by Dr. Doom. It's like, only I can use
Only
doom.
I can say doom.
It's ridiculous.
I was glad that Roberto went and was talking to his mom, and then the scene was all I thought really good too, being like it was your secret to tell. You know, thank goodness now we know what would happen.
I liked that part of it.
But it sucks that it turns into like, well, we can't tell
Immediately
anybody
sidestepped.
because there's so many people that are against mutants, and if they find out there's a mutant here, then there's gonna be, and I'm like,
Yeah.
dang man.
We're concerned about our company's performance and money rather than
What you
just
need.
human lives, you know?
Sure, it's like good. Now you told us. Now keep it a secret.
Yeah,
Don't tell
the
anyone
world
else.
should be rallying around me.
Also, you probably shouldn't be hanging out with the X-Men. Also, you probably should, you know, like that's what it's gonna be.
Don't date this Jubilee.
Mm-hmm.
You should be ashamed of what you are and hide it.
that line that he had before that was pretty devastating. Like, look what happens when we don't hide. And,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beast talking about like wearing out your tolerance.
Rise to the language of the unheard. Martin Luther King. I've heard before people describe Magneto and Xavier as Martin Luther King and Malcolm X.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's not a perfect analogy, but I've always liked the comparison at least. Emma Frost lived.
Yeah.
She has a diamond
She has a diamond
transmutation.
now.
That's nice. And
Which
then
I have never known her not to have that, so it's interesting that that's like
Sure.
a,
It's just
a
she-
late stage evolution of her
Yeah.
power.
just reached like a more powerful density, I suppose.
Yeah, she
But I don't know
turned
how.
into diamond under pressure.
Yeah. But this bad guy has Magneto.
And is aware of X, Charles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like,
And
I don't
Sinister's
think our
working for
X-Men
him.
are aware of Charles being alive, but
No, I don't think so.
everyone else is.
There's certainly help selling the deception, or the lie, as they call it.
Sure, yeah, right?
Because they have no idea.
If I was going to fake my death, I need to make sure you guys believe it, because you guys would sell it so much more than I could sell it if I told you guys, otherwise.
Yeah.
Sure.
Like, I need, everyone who's close to me to believe that I'm dead. And
Yeah.
then it sells that I'm dead. So, it makes sense, I guess. But I also don't feel like Charles planned this. Right? Like, I don't think it was like, hey, I'm going to make sure they think I'm dead.
I mean, yeah, there was no guarantee he was going to live. So, man, that eulogy that
Kurt?
that Kurt Nightcrawler gave in the beginning was just amazing. I loved every bit of it. I mean, I had to wallow in my own grief. But grief wasn't a lonely war today. I had you guys.
Yeah, and I like how they all went to support Rogue.
Yeah.
When she's there and then she turns around, they're all like... they're like,
Logan's back there smiling.
Yeah.
It's just, what if we took one of the best Saturday morning cartoons and made it amazing? And that's what they did.
Even better.
Yeah,
Sure.
I love every bit of the writing.
I don't know how much it touched on like real themes. I know X-Men has always had like
Yeah.
that what's the word I want to use? Like the comparison towards like people being gay or
Yeah.
having some kind of inner secret like that and trying to be accepted by society.
Representing minorities.
Yeah, it's had a lot of those kind of themes in it. I'm not sure how much the X-Men cartoon did because I never watched it.
I mean,
but-
it definitely did all of that. It just wasn't necessarily the most robust in terms of its dialogue. Dialogue never, for at least for me, never really felt like real people talking. And this one's a lot closer to that in terms of like, it feels like, rather than like we're putting on emotions to sell the story, it feels like the character emotions come first to me in this. I don't know. I mean, that moment of Rogue, same sugar, like that. Never like that ever happened. It was just so good. It's so layered and so like you don't want her to do it, but you understand why she's doing it.
And Logan's like, what? We all wanted
Yeah.
to.
Yeah.
Captain America would not have approved.
No, he would not have.
I did not believe so.
Well,
Punisher would
that's
have.
why he didn't come along.
I take so many notes for this because there's so many great parts, but I don't want to just keep talking. And I like this part and this part and this part. I just gotta say I liked it all.
No, yeah, there's a lot that I like about it. Like to the sad moments, to like the moment with the reporter where she's talking to Hank, and then there's also like you feel Hank's frustrations and stuff too, and
Sure.
He's also kind of blaming in a way, I guess, right? It's like what was the thing he said? Like if you didn't have me interviewing out front of our house, the mansion, then he could have been here to help or something too,
Yeah.
But if they all would have been here, would they all be dead? If they all would have been here, would it have changed anything?
Could they have
'Cause, like,
saved
if
more?
they could have had Storm, if Logan would have been here, who is like healing and made of metal and stuff, like would that have changed anything? I don't know.
I think Cable would have changed things.
Like they were struggling against
Sure.
This Prime Sentinel dude.
Yeah.
And that didn't look as bad as the other guy that was there at Genosha.
Yeah, but that's the thing about the Dark Souls bosses, is it's not the big giant ones you need to be worried about. It's the tiny ones.
Yeah.
That are human shaped.
I guess they're faster.
So do you think this bad guy is from the future? Do you think that there's anything to... Because there was just like one line in there, like the future has left you behind, and then Cable shows up. I just wonder
Well,
if he's
that
at all also tied with future stuff, because he does have this amazing technology no one knows.
Sure.
Could be alien technology as well.
It could be alien technology, but like they made a special point to say like the technology in these cases is centuries ahead of ours. Like how far in the future is Cable from? Is like the 25th century or something?
Well, if you just go by his age, and it's related to that, then but Nathan went to the future first, you know?
That's what I mean.
So
like, what century is the future that
he's living through?
Yeah. That
Because
he
he
then
would have
comes
had
back
to live
from.
through it, right?
Yeah. At least, like, I would guess, like 50 years.
I forget where
he's
Mitch
like
was
older
from
than
now.
Scott now, right?
Yeah.
They also seem to like have knowledge of Cable from before.
Yeah.
They
encountered
like
they encountered him before.
They just
in the
had no
X-Men
idea
series.
that he was a kid. And it's, I mean, like, I remember watching it and being like, I know that because, you know, comics or my brother or something telling me, but it's kind of a new wrinkle here for, like, he does not consider Jean Grey his mother.
Sure.
For me.
Not her.
Yeah, you're not her. Ugh.
Sure. Well, when we saw him and Madeline, he was like, "Mom, I'm sorry," or whatever. and
Yeah, no,
it's-
I get you.
This one, he's like, "No, you're not Mom."
Yeah. I just mean that that's a difference between when I used to watch it to now. Like, I always kind of figured that's where it would go.
And I never knew him.
You never knew?
Nope.
Yep.
Yeah.
Did you find out here when we were watching? I found out at some point, and then when they said, I'm like, "Yeah, that's who he was." Couldn't remember what it was. But I had been sitting thinking about like, man, who is Nathan? I remember reading something being like, "Oh yeah, Jean and Scott have a kid. He became what?" The one guy that was there with Mr. Sinister also looked like he had like a cable in the back of his neck, didn't he? Did you guys see that?
Yeah. It was like a Matrix.
For a second,
plug-in.
I thought it was like a tail or something, but then I was like, no, I think it's like a wire plugged into him. Or
It's a rat tail.
And why is he all about the purple people leader?
Maybe he's just a puppet.
I mean,
And
his,
that's
and why is he
his-
shaving
screens
Magneto?
are purple.
Like, what purpose
He's
would
gonna
he
shave
have
his head and
to
dress
shave-
him up like Xavier.
I mean, he was
Is that what it is?
making a point to show like how out of control Magneto is and how, like, you know, you actually will like this, me taking care of you.
All you have to do
making
is
your
just sit
decisions.
there and not move.
It's
It's
such
exactly
a
what I say.
flex to hold your power over him that you're holding a metal razor next to
I suppose
Magneto
so.
and he can't do anything about it.
Yeah.
I guess he's also wearing the little choker.
Yeah.
The inhibitor collar.
So you think it's just there's no goal? It's just a flex.
No,
Or
no,
do you
no.
think
No,
he's trying to like? I'm gonna make it look like he's orchestrated this all. So I'm gonna shave him, make him look nice. Not that he's been like.
I mean, they said like Trask's brain was still in that Sentinel. I assume he's gonna turn him into whatever that is, and like that'll be the
human Sentinel.
Yeah, and he'll control him.
Like Magneto will be a Sentinel?
Yeah.
Man, that'd be terrible to make Magneto a Sentinel.
If you could control his mutant powers as well as him having Sentinel powers, that would be crazy.
Be tough to deal with.
Yeah.
Because he could just, you know, if they're weak to those grenades, he can just.
Yeah, push the grenades away or whatever. And he has the.
He's an Omega level threat mutant with mutant level threat powers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
What a show.
I wonder if he has anyone else. Like
Yeah.
if he has Magneto
Wouldn't surprise
from
me.
Genosha.
Sure.
Could he have Madeline? Could he have? We saw the pictures of
Any-
like Leech and some
any
of
of the others
that are
that
maybe dead or
Sinister in
missing.
this, if that is the route they go, it's a little like My Hero with All for One.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Gambit's funeral was really sad.
Was.
Next week, I'll come back and just make sure there wasn't anything I am forgetting about whoever this guy is. So we'll be caught up for that.
If he
just
was in
case.
the previous like
I just can't
episodes.
remember. So I'll find some information. We'll come back for that.
Can't remember 3 seasons from years ago.
Nope. Thank you so much for watching this episode of X-Men 97. We hope that you enjoyed the reaction, the discussion, and if you want to enjoy more videos today, literally go to blindwave.com and check out the next 4 reactions. Is that the rest of the season? Maybe.
Yeah.
Oh my god.